Ladies and gentlemen, in moments, the MC will be joining us at the podium. Convocation for the British Columbia Institute of Technology is about to begin.
Well, good morning with that big music and a big welcome to everyone. My gosh, what a gorgeous, gorgeous day it is out there. Welcome to this very special event. Most importantly, this is a day for students to walk across our stage and become graduates of Bcit. But this is also a great day for you, families and friends who join us to celebrate these accomplishments. My name is Julia Foy. I'm a faculty member in the Broadcast and Online Journalism program here at Bcit, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies this morning. Now, I would first like to acknowledge that we're on the traditional territory of the Coast Salish people, which includes the Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. Now, I would also like to acknowledge our interpreters. Simon and Dorsey are here today, joining me on stage. A little bit of housekeeping before we start. We do have a professional photographer here with us today from Mountain West Studios. Now, photos will be taken of each graduate as they cross the stage, so you don't have to worry about being here for that moment. We've got it covered. They're going to have the opportunity to view and purchase the photo at order.mountainwest.ca by entering the code BCIT 2017. Now, we encourage you to take any personal photos with your graduate following the ceremony. It's a beautiful day out there. It's going to be great. The photographers will also be available for individual portraits with family members after the ceremony. Just follow the signs upstairs to room 3040. There's a $10 sit fee, cash only, for this service. Now, we're also doing a live stream video of the ceremony. So if you have someone at home, feel free right now to sneak them a quick text message and direct them to bcit.ca so they can watch. Now, that also means there's no need to capture your own video of the ceremony. The link to the professional video will remain on our website for several months, so you can view it again and again and again, or better yet, you could just download it and keep it for yourself. Now, because we want to make this an enjoyable occasion for everyone, so once you've texted, tweeted, talked, please ensure that anything you have that makes noise is turned to silent during the ceremony. Now, our participants are just about to enter the auditorium. Our piper, Vern Kennedy, will lead the faculty and platform party. Once they're in place, it'll be time to welcome our students, led by Donna Mackay, Registrar, and Bill Dow, Associate Vice President, Student Services. So please rise to greet our processions, and please remain standing until after the singing of the national anthem. Our processions begin with our faculty and our platform party. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the class of 2017. Well, good morning, grads of 2017. We're awfully glad you're here, and I can tell everybody else is pretty excited too. Now, please remain standing and join in the singing of our national anthem, led by Stephanie Standerwick.
Oh, Canada, our sacred love in all thy Son's command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you very much, Stephanie. Would everyone please be seated? I'd now like to ask Alf Dumont to come forward to bring a welcome from the Coast Salish people. Now, Alf is a BCIT elder in residence. He served in the United Church of Canada for 40 years as a minister and works to help build bridges of understanding between Christian and traditional Ojibwe spiritual ways.
Alfred Dumont Indigenikaz, Badaban Magizi, Anishinaabe ni Wintz, Wabasheshki and Dodum, Shanaga and Dujnaba, Coquetlam and Dea Nungum. I've just shared with you my name, my clan, and where I come from, and now where I live. I want to congratulate each of you as you graduate today from BCIT. And as you do, always remember that this celebration happened on the unceded territory of the Coast Salish people, the Musqueam, the Squamish, and the Tsleil-Waututh. As a human being of Anishinaabe descent, I always try to walk with the teaching of respect on the land of my brothers and sisters. I was always taught by the elders, remember who you are and where you have come from, so you can walk the road of life with those teachings that the old ones gave to you. Those teachings for me are the 7 grandfather teachings: truth, honesty, humility, courage, respect, love, and wisdom. And remember that you cannot have one teaching without the other. Each of these teachings is related to another teaching. You cannot have honesty without courage. You cannot have courage without love. You cannot have truth without honesty, respect without humility. All those teachings are related. So walk from here with what you have learned from your teachers and your mentors, and walk carefully on Mother Earth. Make your pathway a pathway of integrity and of truth. Live your teachings as you walk with those who are on the journey with you. Che miigwech for listening.
Thank you very, very much. I'd now like to welcome the Aboriginal Women's Ensemble, My Girl, who will be performing a traditional song of welcome and celebration.
Good morning. This is a gathering song, an Anishinaabe gathering song to honor you. Way hey, hey 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 ho, hey ho, hi.
Thank you, ladies. I love to hear this space filled with music. It's amazing in here. Thank you very much. I would now like to introduce our platform party. I'll ask them to stand when I call their names and to please remain standing. Now, please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Starting with the back row, Donna Mackay, Registrar. Jackie Jacob, Executive Director, Bcit Foundation, representing the Alumni Association. Mashtag Mohandi, Student Association Representative. Nancy Nags, Representative, Bcit Faculty Staff Association. Patricia Sackville, Associate Dean, Academic Studies. Bethany Edmonds, Associate Dean, Computing. Cheryl Isaac, Associate Dean, Specialty Nursing. Lisa Chu, Associate Dean, Laboratory and Allied Health Programs. Craig Larson, Associate Dean, Diagnostic and Therapeutic Technologies. Moving now to the front row, Kim Dotto, Dean, Applied Research. Jennifer Figner, Chair, Education Council and Associate Dean, Accounting, Finance, and Insurance. Jack Davidson, Chair, Board of Governors. Parminder Singh, CEO, Lifelens, and our keynote speaker today. Kathy Kinlock, President. Bill Dow, Associate Vice President, Student Services. Sharman Lee, Dean, School of Health Sciences. Steve Eccles, Dean, School of Computing and Academic Studies. Ladies and gentlemen, your platform party. Thank you. I now call upon President Kathy Kinlock for her opening remarks.
Welcome, everyone. I'm so excited to be with you, but before I begin my comments, I'd just like to recognize Julia Foy, who will be our MC today and was yesterday as well. Our faculty of broadcasting is just amazing, and Julia is one of the amazing faculty there, so you'll enjoy these comments even more when she pronounces your name correctly, so a bit later. So thank you, Julia. I'm so excited to be with you today, and it's even more meaningful because having a health background, starting my career in health, and being recently involved in some of the computing advances that we're doing in terms of the School of Computing and Academic Studies, it even means more. You've earned an impressive credential and the right to be excited for your future. Before any of you cross the stage, let's acknowledge, though, some of the other people who've been very impressive in this room. First of all, thank you to all the family and friends, the people who are here today to support you. You've supported our grads in countless ways. It's largely actually because of you that they are here. I'm sure many of the students would agree with that. Thank you to our faculty and staff as well. Your generosity is inspiring. I know you've worked so hard to get your students here today and how proud you are of them and how special today is for you as well. Thank you for being inclusive, for striving to make the benefits of a BCIT education come real and accessible to all. And I defy any other post-secondary institution to produce a more dedicated group of faculty. Would you agree? Now I'm going to ask the graduates, could you please stand and just give a shout out to the people in this room who've supported you. Just have a minute of standing and giving them a big cheer. Great, thank you. Thank you, okay. You could just be seated. So graduates, I now turn to you. Thank you. Thank you for putting your faith in us. Thank you for supporting one another and for your perseverance. I hear BCIT is not a real easy road. We demand a lot, but we do promise a lot as well. We promise that you'll be graduates who are adept in your field, yet humble in your character. You'll be workers who are collaborative in spirit and entrepreneurial in your approach. citizens who are striving for personal success and success for the world, innovative thinkers who will solve some of the greatest issues of our time today and tomorrow. With this group of students and graduates, I believe we have delivered on our ambitious promise. Graduates, this is a day of celebration, a moment to reflect proudly on your accomplishments and those of your fellow classmates and graduates. I wish I had the time to say a few words about each one of you, even though it probably would take us a long day and you've got other plans. So I won't do that to you. Instead, I'm just going to mention a few exceptional students who don't know they're going to be asked to stand in a minute. First, I'd like to ask Dan Rinn to stand from the Biomedical Engineering Program. Dax Rinn. Is Dax here? What did you do? Don't worry. Along with classmate Monica Hoffmeyer, who is joining us online from Singapore as I speak, where she is taking part in a student exchange, Dax is the creator of the award-winning Smart Cast. And Dax, and Monica, this is just so cool, I had to shout it out. The Smart Cast is a 3D printed orthopedic cast with embedded electronics. It does everything a conventional plaster cast would do in terms of healing broken bones, but with a few high-tech exceptions. Because it's 3D printed from a scan of a patient's limb, and is made of perforated plastic, the Smart Cast allows for easy limb inspection. Its built-in sensors monitor the progress of healing and catch hidden problems, transmitting information wirelessly and in real time. So cool. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. And before you sit down, Parminder, I know you're probably going to want to look for Dax in the lineup and say, you probably want to have a little chat with him in terms of business. So thanks, Dax. You can sit down. Technology allows us to do things like stream this convocation ceremony so all our grads and their families can join us no matter where they live. It also allows us to offer courses via online learning, which is how two physicians based in India, sponsored by a World Health Organization Fellows Program, have come to be graduating today from the Health Leadership Advanced Certificate Program. While they can't be here in person, Dr. Murali and Dr. Paneet Yadav are joining us online, and which is how they completed their entire program. So they're online now, and good morning, or I don't think it's morning for you. Shoulder to shoulder with their Canadian classmates, Dr. Murali and Dr. Yadav completed group projects, case studies, and peer coaching exercises. They completed integrated capstone projects that focused on quality improvement at Indian hospitals. This despite Dr. Murali being posted to a remote and inhospitable area in the Himalayas at an altitude of about 14,000 feet, supporting medical missions to avalanche-affected regions. The internet was understandably spotty, I can imagine, but Dr. Murali still managed to participate, even though it meant calling in via satellite phone. Talk about determined. Let's give them a round of applause. Finally, I'd like to ask Ray Leo to stand, please. Ray? Thank you. Ray is a computer system technology grad in the web and mobile option. That's a specialization aimed at students who want to develop software applications for Apple iOS devices as well as their websites. We're always hearing talk about getting more females into computing, so I'm so glad you're here. And Ray is a shining star. She's a future leader in technology with a taste for the old-fashioned. One of her group projects, there's always group projects at Bcit, I hear, was a retro game that could take some of us back to arcade glory days. Ray says she likes to learn about new web and mobile technologies and use them to solve problems and overcome challenges. You've just accepted a position as a junior developer at SAP. Congratulations, Ray. I have no doubt you'll continue a successful career. Leadership, generosity of spirit, resilience. These are important BCIT traits, traits demonstrated at one time or another by all of the graduates I see before me. Now I'd like to introduce one more special person today, one more special graduate to you now. Would Alex Watt please stand? Alex. So Alex is very special. Can you imagine having a name that starts with W? So you're always at the end of a line, right? So Alex is going to be the last graduate who crosses the stage today. And I'm going to ask all of you to give Alex just an awesome send-off and a raucous cheer when she comes across the stage. So Alex, you can expect that. And because you're the last person and we really want you to have a special memory, dinner's on me tonight. So, so if you, thank you, Alex. You can sit down now. So for all the... So for all the graduates, once you cross the stage, if you go back to your seat and prepare for whatever you want to do to make her crossing, Alex's crossing really special. Graduates, the adventure is just beginning. The road absolutely does not end here, and neither should your education. Whether you come back to BCIT or through additional education or in new roles in industry, keep learning. Read, travel, talk to strangers. Be curious. Most of all, have fun. You've absolutely earned it. Today marks the end of your current program, but not the end of your relationship with BCIT. We have a large and impressive alumni body, over 170,000 people in that alumni. Please stay in touch. You have my sincere admiration. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And to all of those who made today possible for these students to be successful, thank you.
Thank you very much, Kathy. I'd now like to call upon Jack Davidson, who will bring greetings from the board and introduce our keynote speaker.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Just a glorious day for a graduation, I think. I'm truly delighted to be here today to congratulate our grads and your parents, who probably did more work than you did, and to commend our faculty and staff on behalf of the Board of Governors. Thank you very much for all your hard work. Now, let's give them another applause. They did a good job. I'd like to take a moment to recognize those Board of Governors who are here today. Jennifer Figner is a governor, and Scott McAlpine. Stand up, Scott. Scott's a governor as well. And our job is really, the school runs perfectly well under Kathy's good administration. Our job is to vision the future and help prepare BCIT to train the next generation of students. And so now that you've experienced going through BCIT, you can help us do that. If you have any ideas, suggestions, anything to help make BCIT better, a greater place, let us know. We'd like to hear from you, and we take any opportunity to improve. When you made the choice to come to BCIT, you changed the course of your future. The time and hard work you have invested here will open many doors. Employers know that when they hire a BCIT grad, they're getting someone who can hit the road running. Our grads are known for their drive, their talent, their ingenuity, and especially their ability to work hard, and their ability to get the job done. Going forward, whichever path you embark on, you will make a difference. Remember, you're surrounded by family and friends and alumni, which are your friends now, who are incredibly proud of you and proud of all you've accomplished. You have also earned the confidence of your instructors. They know just what it took to get here today and all the hard work that you've put in. Each of you deserve to be and should feel very, very proud of all your accomplishments. For the most of you, your time at BCIT has come to an end. But your achievements won't stop here. BCIT grads make things happen. Make things happen all across our province. If you go into a situation and you're with a group and you're doing something, you'll find that a good percentage of those people are BCIT grads. I believe that BCIT is critical to British Columbia's economic prosperity, and now you are all a part of making the future happen. I challenge you to build on everything you've learned and accomplished so far. Commit yourself to making an impact and making life better for yourselves and for others. Making it better within your future workplace, within your community, within our province and our country. I know because you're sitting there today and you've graduating, I know you can do it. On behalf of the BCIT Board of Governors, our warmest congratulations to you. All of your academic achievements and personal achievements we celebrate with you today. Thank you very much. We're proud of you. This morning, I also have the pleasure of introducing our keynote speaker, Parminder Singh. Parminder Singh has more than 25 years professional experience launching startups. This is a guy you want to get to know. Commercializing distributive technology and managing large-scale businesses for private companies, for government clients, and multinational corporations around the world. Parminder has most recently taken on the role of CEO at a mature startup called LifeLens. LifeLens is a medical devices company in the final stages of launching a patch-based wearable technology. The patch can collect and analyze the user's physiological, behavioral, and environmental data. He explained it to me before. I am hoping he'll do it to you again, but it's a really fantastic device that they're working on. The data that's collected is then used to assess the health issues of the user, evaluate long-term health trends, and remotely monitor well-being. Parminder was president of Intellectual Ventures Canada, a $6 billion private equity fund that invested in early-stage disruptive technologies. He served as the first managing director of the Microsoft Canada Development Center and the general manager for Microsoft's Home and Entertainment Division for Japan. And if you need more, he was head of business development group responsible for global launch of Xbox and Xbox 360. Parminder is an active investor in disruptive technologies and serves as an advisor to young entrepreneurs with big ideas. That's you guys. He has established 3 successful startup companies and has consulted for a multitude of Fortune 500 companies. Trained as an engineer with a bachelor degree in electrical engineering from Technical University of Nova Scotia, Parminder was also, this is really good stuff here too. Parminder was also principal designer of 3 communications satellites and a system architect for 2 satellite systems. His career is expansive and his wisdom, so please listen carefully. Parminder, you are welcome at BCIT anytime. It is truly an honor to have you with us here today.
I got to prepare before I start. Let's see. Good morning. Let's try it again. Good morning. There we go, there we go. Class of 2017, how are you? You've done it. Despite all the late nights of partying, despite the drama and emotion of girlfriends and boyfriends, and despite having your Facebook sessions interrupted by classes, you've managed to pull it all together and you have got it done. President Kinloch, members of the board, governors, members of the faculties of School of Computing and Academic Studies, Health Sciences, distinguished guests, parents, and especially the graduating class. It's a tremendous honor and a pleasure for me to be here today to speak to you all. I must confess one thing. The last commencement speech I gave was almost 10 years ago. I had a very difficult graduating class. Having them focus on what I was saying for more than 2 minutes was very, very difficult. I can tell you, I don't think they understood my description of black swan events. Nonetheless, they did sit through it, and eventually they did graduate from elementary school. So as part of my address today, I think I'm expected to impart upon you some lasting words of wisdom that are so profound, so insightful, that they will change your life. Well, let me assure you that is highly unlikely. It is improbable that I can accomplish in 15 minutes what your professors have attempted to do during their time here, and that with only marginal success. What I will share with you is my sense of what I believe you will face in your careers. So let's get started. Let me ask you a question first. You're all graduating. What do you think BCIT has empowered you with? A diploma, knowledge, facts, information? Let me tell you, it's much, much more than that. They've equipped you with the most powerful of superpowers. No, you cannot leap over tall buildings, and you cannot start fire with your eyes. What they have empowered you with is the ability to think critically, far beyond the boundaries that are defined by your diplomas. The ability to see beyond the obvious, to stitch together bold new ideas in yet unconceived and transformative ways. Transformative. Remember this word. No, better still, remember the phrase disruptive transformation. I believe this phrase is a better description of what you will experience in your lifetime. Now take a second. Think it with me. Are you thinking? Disruptive transformation. I cannot describe how envious I am of all of you. You're at the beginning of careers that are going to span some of the most transformative times in the history of mankind. there is a lot at stake, and everything is changing faster and faster. It is your generation that is the catalyst for this change. It is your generation that is challenging the status quo. How we think, how we communicate, how we interact, the politics we allow, how we enter and exit relationships, and our sense of what is right, wrong, and acceptable are all different than what they were even 10 years ago. From a business perspective, think of what Uber is doing to the taxi industry, what Airbnb is doing to the hotel industry, the notion of 3D printing human organs, drones. Think about how Amazon is using big data to change the landscape of online retail. What is happening with self-driving cars? In 10 years, will you be buying a BMW or will you be subscribing to a car service? Disruptive transformation is already happening, and you cannot stop it, nor should you. But you do have the ability to shape it, embrace it, and apply the best parts to your life. If you don't believe that disruptive transformation is already here, just ask Alexa or Siri, your new personal assistant. This new breed of information device are invading homes across North America, Europe, and Asia. They sit silently, they listen, they collect information about you, correlate it with your presence on the web, your driving habits, your medical records, your photographs, and much, much more. The collected data is used to understand your likes, dislikes, your behavior, your wants, your needs, and buying habits. As more data is captured, learning algorithms located in the cloud will not just know and understand you, but they will also be able to predict your every move. So disruptive transformation is happening all around us. However, this change comes with great responsibility. And as a new generation of empowered change agents, which you all are, the responsibility of safekeeping what is reasonable and rational falls squarely on your shoulders. Let me ask you a question. Who are the they in the phrase, they will take care of it? There is no they. It is you. It has to be you. In many areas of technology, we have reached a bit of a tipping point where our understanding of the new technology lags our understanding of the implications of the technology on society. Is Facebook a good thing? A bad thing? Only time will say. Only time will tell. I say the jury is still out. And the background of the speed of innovation accelerates faster and faster. If transformative change is inevitable, it is reasonable to assume that you are going to have to change, transform, adapt at the same rate. What I mean by this is that you will need to continue to learn new skills, comprehend new ideas, and apply them in professions that are yet to be defined. These professions may be outside your current field of expertise and knowledge. Sounds scary, exciting, interesting, all at the same time. You in your lifetime will be exposed to things we cannot possibly imagine today. Is this the rat race you're trying to avoid? Well, you can't avoid it. So I suggest you embrace it. Let it carry you to new heights. If you don't, you will be left behind with a skill set that is oh so 5 years old. I have been blessed in my career I graduated in 1987 with a degree in electrical and computer engineering from the Technical University of Nova Scotia. So my university doesn't exist anymore. I don't know what my degree means. Academically, I would characterize myself as an average student, but with above average curiosity. If you wanted to find me during my university days, I would be tinkering in the lab. I really wanted to understand how things work, how I was fascinated by electronics, robotics, sensors, and how mathematics seemed to tie it all together. Why this? Why that? I'm sure I drove my professors crazy with my self-created theories and unproven laws of physics. My first job was in Halifax, Nova Scotia. I designed wiring harnesses for military helicopters. I was 24, full of confidence, and I was certain I knew everything about everything. Then reality struck. One day, I was asked to solve a real-world problem. Even with all the theory, science, and mathematics I learned in engineering, I struggled to find a solution to a seemingly simple problem. My boss noted my lack of progress and assigned me an assistant. He was a 64-year-old war veteran, a technical draftsman that had not even completed high school. For 3 months, this so-called assistant quietly and patiently schooled me in the art of electronics. A few months later, we did solve the problem. But now I had a bruised ego and a mentor that was my assistant. Well, this wasn't how it was supposed to play out. I did learn something very, very important those few months. I learned the difference between competence, confidence, and arrogance, and the fact that I had still much, much more to learn. So why is this important? Well, in reflection, what I was looking for from my university education was hands-on skills and a practical understanding to complement my academic training. Yes, I needed to understand theory, but I was driven to create. And I am not sure I had mastered the skills to do so. So in this regard, what Bcit has given you is practical skills that are highly sought by employers and industry alike. It is why Bcit has a 96+% placement rate. Bcit produces candidates that can add value immediately, not in 6 months or a year after a new employee has been hired and retrained. So in this regard, Bcit is also engaged in disruptive transformation. They are redefining higher education, and I want to congratulate them for having the foresight and the fortitude to challenge traditional thinking. My professional career has weaved itself through many industries I could never have conceived of when I first started my career. I have led engineering divisions that have created satellites worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I was senior director of business development at Microsoft when I joined in a small group called Xbox. I later became the head of Xbox Japan and the first general manager for Microsoft Canada Development Center, located right here in Richmond, British Columbia. After Microsoft, I once again jumped to something completely different. I joined a private equity fund called Intellectual Ventures. It invested in finding and commercializing early-stage disruptive innovations. Yes, I have been blessed and I have been lucky. I have been told that to be successful, you have to be fortunate enough to be given an opportunity, smart enough to recognize it as an opportunity, and inspired enough to make the most of it. In my career, I have neither recognized every opportunity, nor have I made the best of the ones that I recognized. That's just life. But I believe my luck is changing. 2 years ago, I had the opportunity to get involved with a startup company called LifeLens. You have heard of the Internet of Things, the Internet of Everything. Well, LifeLens is the Internet of you, a digital you, a quantized you. At LifeLens, we created a, Jack, this is what it is. We created a wearable, patch-based biosensor that continuously monitors and analyzes your physiology, vital signs, your movement, behavior, and the local environment that you live in. The sensor itself is the size of a bandage and the thickness of a piece of Scotch tape. And you apply it to your chest, and it knows everything about everything. Today, we are likely the most advanced thin-film biosensor on the globe. So why is this important? Well, our technology is positioned or poised to disrupt and transform a number of industries. And in doing so, we're further blurring the boundaries between the traditional fields of medicine, nursing, mathematics, computer science, education, analytics. This new field is sometimes called digital health. So let's take a second and examine the silent paradigm shift that's taking place in healthcare. This, too, is disruptive transformation. In medicine, we're going from reactive medicine to proactive. In care, we're going from in-home to, in-hospital to in-home. Conversations that were typically doctor-driven are now being led by self-aware patients. Monitoring is no longer discrete, it is continuous. Treatments are no longer general, they're specific. And costs and economics have to move from being unsustainable to sustainable. So what does this mean for you? Well, if you're in healthcare, your place of work is likely to shift in part from the hospital to a patient's home. You will need to learn much more about computer-based tools so that you can monitor and treat patients more accurately in less time and with greater efficiency. Your options for treatment will now be based on immediate observation and previously collected patient data. Contextual patient behavior will play a significant role in creating personalized treatment plans. Patients armed with their own historical data will be much more informed about their issues, and you, as their caregiver, will be quizzed as to your knowledge. The treatments you offer will likely be a result of a joint discussion between you and the patients you care for. It's not more work, it's just different, perhaps different than what you expected. If you're from the software and computing background, your software and algorithms will need to be real-time and dynamic. They will need to be self-learning and continuously iterate, providing better, more precise solutions over time. The software you create must be able to fetch, manipulate, correlate, store, and update massive amounts of personal data, and do so ubiquitously, securely, over multiple platforms. It has been said that all you need to survive is food, shelter, and clothing. I often wonder if that's true anymore. I know much of the younger generation has a greater appetite for data than food. Today, you can certainly add the needs of communication, safety, and health to this list. The market research company, IDC, said until 2012, the world created 2.8 zettabytes of information. So when I read this, I had no idea what a zettabyte was. Let me tell you, 1 zettabyte is 1 trillion gigabytes. So we've, up to now, have done 2.8 zettabytes of information. We forecast, the same company forecasts that we will generate as society 40 zettabytes by 2020. That's 40 trillion gigabytes of data. That's a 4 with 25 zeros behind it. Let me put that in perspective. That's 2 million times more than all the grains of sand on the globe. By 2020, 1.7 megabytes of new information will be created every second for every human being on Earth. So, what this tells me is that you, better be ready for a digital and data revolution unlike anything you've seen before. Embrace it. Can't stop it. I mentioned earlier that with great change comes great opportunity. I mentioned earlier that with great change comes great opportunity, and with that comes even a greater responsibility for each of us as individuals. I do worry about how fast this disruptive transformation is coming. I do question if all of them are good. Biologists say that as social animals, we have an inherent need to interact and touch and feel and experience the wonders that our senses offer us. So, in your quest to become the next multi-gazillionaire, I hope you take the time to cherish the most important things in life: your family, your faith in humanity, and develop a reliance on yourself. I hope you create a circle of great friends that you talk to face and not just text. I really encourage you to travel, see the world, understand its people, grow your compassion for others. I think you will find there is much more that unites us than divides us. In closing, remember, in this ever-changing world full of disruptive transformation, you are the change agents. So you must get involved. You have the collective power to challenge the powerful. Exercise your power and use it wisely. The world depends on it. I wish you all the greatest success in all that you do. Thank you, congratulations, and a job well done.
Thank you very, very much, Parminder. That was such an inspirational, beautiful speech. A couple of words that jumped out at me was the need to always be curious and to have critical thinking. And as a journalist and a teacher here in broadcast journalism, those are two concepts that we really try to bring home because they apply to everything and everyone to help us lead better, exciting lives. I will admit that my brain shut down just a little bit when I was trying to imagine the 4 with 25 zeros behind it, but it's okay. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. I'd now like to ask Kathy Kinlock back to the podium with Kara Lorentz for the presentation of the Bcit Graduating Achievement Award for the Baccalaureate degree and the Lieutenant Governor's Award for Technology.
It's a long walk. So the Bcit Graduating Achievement Award for Baccalaureate degree is presented annually at Convocation to a student who is graduating from a Bachelor of Technology program and who has achieved the highest academic standing in the program while contributing in a positive way to the life of the Institute and the community. This year's recipient for the Achievement Award for the Baccalaureate degree is Kara Lorentz. Just give her a round of applause. You know, one of the nicest things I get to do is see the family's smiling faces as I introduce these recipients, and your family is no exception. I can see them here, Kara. Kara's graduating today with a bachelor's degree in nursing and the highest GPA in her class. She's volunteered her time for many BCIT events: St. John's Ambulance, Canuck Place Children's Hospice Camp, Eagle Ridge Hospital, and immunization clinics. And she just happens to be the 2017 class valedictorian as well. So, I'll be saying more about Kara's accomplishments later on, but for now, we're just going to say congratulations and well done, Kara. Congratulations. Great. Now I have the opportunity to present the Lieutenant Governor's Award for Technologies. So Daniel Barankowski, Daniel? Oh, he's traveling. Okay, well, that's a little hard. We can't bring him in digitally, can we, Parminder? Actually, he probably is. The Lieutenant Governor's Award for Technology is presented annually at Convocation as well to a full-time diploma or certificate technology student who attains academic achievement and contributes in a positive way to BCIT in the community. And this year's award, of course, is Daniel Baranowski. And unfortunately, I guess he is not able to be with us today, but let me just continue on and say some great things about him. Daniel's graduating from Computer Information Technology Diploma, and in the classroom, Daniel always took time to support his classmates and advocate on their behalf. He worked as student counselor and within BCIT's own IT department. That's cool. Outside of the classroom, Daniel was the CIT program's most vocal advocate, representing BCIT at tech conferences and meetings around the Lower Mainland. In fact, Daniel just got back from China, where he volunteered as a BCIT student ambassador. So Daniel, if you're watching this online, we're lucky to have you as a representative of BCIT, and we can't wait to see where you're stepping next. We love to sing your praises. Congratulations, Daniel.
Thank you, Kathy, and congratulations, Kara and Daniel. I'd now like to ask Steve Eccles and Chi-En Wong to come up for the presentation of a School of Computing and Academic Sciences Teaching Excellent Award.
Where is Chi-En? Here he is. Just calm down. So it is a real pleasure today, everyone, to present this award to Chi-En. Chi-En is a computing faculty member in the School of Computing and Academic Studies. His passion for the subject matter he teaches is brilliantly clear. And I know we've got students here who, if you've been taught by Chi-En, and I don't even know whether that's the right word, you'll know what I mean. His student nominators have actually mentioned his enthusiasm, his dedication, and his persistence in ensuring they fully understand every detail of the course. And as one student put it, Chi-En is an inspirational teacher. His passion for his field really drives students to want to learn. His students also talk about his impressive body of knowledge and the fact that he keeps up to date through his industry research. I'd like to speak for my colleagues across the school too, because it's not all about the students. Chi-En brings the same enthusiasm to BCIT and the team environment every day. He's a collaborator, a connector, an innovator, and he's an influencer. And he cares deeply about the people he works with and the students he teaches. Exceptional people are often those who blend deep and trusted expertise with humility and a commitment to continuous learning and exploration. Chien is indeed exceptional, and we feel extremely lucky to call him a colleague. Chien, congratulations.
Thank you, Steve, and congratulations, Chi. I'd now like to welcome Sharman Lee and El Lata to come up for the School of Health Sciences Teaching Excellence Award.
Good morning. El Lata is the program head for critical care nursing in the School of Health Sciences. El has received many nominations from our students who say that he's passionate, respectful, open-minded, and has a great sense of humor. His students are impressed by his ability to make difficult content easy to understand. As one of your students wrote, El, another teacher could spend an entire class teaching something, but as soon as El steps in and reviews the same content, everyone understands it in a matter of seconds. As another student has stated, I think El sets the standard for excellence in critical care nursing. On behalf of all of us in the School of Health Sciences, we would like to thank and congratulate El on receiving this Teaching Excellence Award. Congratulations, El.
Lovely. Thank you, Sharman, and congratulations, Elle. Well, guess what we're going to do now? We're coming to that exciting moment that's all about the graduates. Yes, the class of 2017. You're about to cross the stage. I get to meet every single one of you. It's excellent. You're going to be recognized for completing their programs here at Bcit. So here's the process we're going to be following. As you can see, the students will leave the auditorium through the center aisle. They're going to return through the side door on my left. Hand me their credential. I'll read their name, and then I'll return the credential. The photographer will take a photo as they meet President Kathy Kinloch. Then our grads will shake a few hands as they cross the stage with Kathy, Parminder Singh, Jack Davidson, and the dean of their school. Now, you may also see some faculty members coming forward to join the line and shake the hands of students they have instructed and supported over their time here. The special connection between our students and our faculty is an important part of the Bcit experience. Now, as each graduate leaves the stage, they will become a Bcit alumnus or alumna and a member of the Bcit Alumni Association, joining a global membership of over 170,000 alumni. You will be presented with an alumni pin to mark this occasion. We hope that you will wear your pins proudly and keep in touch with Bcit. Now, as Kathy mentioned in her remarks earlier, we want to be sure that all of our graduates, from the first across the stage to our final graduate, are equally and respectfully acknowledged as they receive their credential. So we ask graduates to please return to your seat and, along with all of our guests, continue to be present and recognize your fellow graduates in their important moment. Now, would you please take your places? Members of our faculty and platform party, please, to get ready to congratulate our graduates. Now they're almost ready to go. If you hear me say with distinction, what that really means is that the grads have managed to keep a grade point average of 80% or higher, which I think is always worth something pretty special. All right, my favorite disclaimer is I'm a broadcaster, not a linguist, so hold on tight. This is going to be fun, and let's go. School of Computing and Academic Studies, Steve Eccles, School of Computing Academic Studies, Computing Science and Technology, Dean Hildebrandt, Associate Dean, School of Computing Academic Scientists, Patricia Sackville, Associate Dean, School of Computing and Academic Studies, Computing Science and Technology, Bethany Edmonds, Associate Dean, and Bachelor of Technology Computer System Program Head, Elsie Au. And I need to take one more peek at that. Thank you so much. This is Sean Mitchell Hodkinson with distinction. Christopher Anthony Clausen with distinction. Good morning. How are you, Rhea Louise Lazon with distinction. Good morning. Excellent. Mansur Marani. Michael Pearson with distinction. Hello, how are you today? Hold on. Ranjit Singh Sidhu. Rajpreet Singh Sidhu. Aaron Smith with distinction. Thank you. Benjamin Sower with distinction. Eric Sang with distinction. Very nice. Good morning. Marisol Viranisa. Here we go. Diploma Computer Information Technology, Program Head Rom Nielsen. This is Tanvi Bambry. Hazel Cha. Hello, how are you? Louis de Guzman. Wabin Liang. Feng Louis. There you are, sir. Good morning. All right, Patrick Neal. Alfonso Luis Valencia. Good morning. Cheng Zhao Wang. Wu Wei Shi. Thank you. Lin Yang. There you are. You're going to want that. Good morning. Good morning. Xie Yin Yao. Kevin Yao. Kevin Yao. Po Ying Yu. Diploma Computer Systems Program Head Trevor Lord, Diploma Computer Systems Client Server Option Program Head Tajinder Rwanda. Alex Bay. Good morning. William Anthony Brown. He is so excited to be up here. William Anthony Brown. Stanley Chu with distinction. Jonathan Lawrence de Massenaire. Shen Dao Hu. Very nice. Jake Kim with distinction. Hello. Jun Feng. Junfang Liao.
Good morning.
Hello. So Hayden, Ing. Excellent. Hayden Ing. Michael Park.
Good morning.
So Karen Deep? Excellent. Karen Deep Singh Parmar.
Hello.
Good morning. Let's see. Enjoy this moment. It's awesome. Kevin Tam with distinction. Perfect. Dallas Tang.
Good morning, sir.
Tommy Tran. Tommy Tran. Shen Yuan Sao with distinction. There you are, sir. Diploma Computer Systems Web and Mobile Option Program Heads Darcy Smith, Jason Harrison, and Medhat Amasri. Carl Areola. Hello. Now, can you help me here? Mien Sen Ang with distinction. Rui Leo with distinction. Thank you. Good morning. Lei Pei with distinction. Thank you. Tommy Nam with distinction. Arvin Rolos with distinction. Very nice. Hello. How are we doing? Rachel Shelbourne with distinction. Hello. Now, can you help me? Siwin Wong with distinction. Hold on, wait for me. Diploma, Computer Systems, Data, Communications, and Internetworking Option Program Head, Aman Abdullah. This is John George Agapeyev. With distinction. There it is. Hello. Jacob Bradley Frank. Jacob Bradley Frank with distinction. Michael Jordan Gold with distinction. Hello. Thank you, sir. Now, let's see how we're doing here. Taihun Kang with distinction. You can smile. Chung Hoon Lee with distinction. Jordan Lin with distinction. Brody Armin McCrone with distinction. Wait for me. Can I go Isaac Morneau? Isaac Morneau with distinction. Min Yan Yang with distinction. Thank you. Hello. We have a card. Nathaniel Barber. Excellent. So Diploma Computer Systems Digital Processing Option Program Head Dennis Richards. This is Nathaniel William Barber with distinction. Gaston Bocage with distinction. Jay Coughlin. Excellent work. Renz Dionglais. Aaron Freytag with distinction. Good work. Hello. Thank you, Juven Ardine Putra. There you are, sir. Colt Robert King. Very nice. Hi. Thank you so much, Daniel Tien. Daniel Tien with distinction. Hi. Billy Wong. Billy Wong with distinction. Diploma Computer Systems Information Systems option, program head Bruce Link. This is Janice Chan. Hello. Iksu Choi with distinction. This is Insu Jung. Thank you. Do Yoon Kim with distinction. Good morning. Renato Andres Montes with distinction. Good morning, Sir Jonathan Robson. Turn and smile. Turn and smile. Jonathan Robson with distinction. This is a big deal. This is awesome. Show the people you love them. Okay, here we are. Chi Ying Tseng. Chi Ying Tseng. Thank you. Hello. How are we doing, sir? Cowenhoven. Diploma Computer Systems Program Head Kevin Cudahy. Alexander Darius Cowenhoven. Office Administrator with Technology, Program Representative Orit Morgan. This is Veronica Leva. Thank you. Good morning. Gigi Wong. Good morning. Here we go. Can you help me? How do you say your first name? Huigong? Guo. Certificate Computer Systems Program Head Kevin Cudahy. This is Huigong Guo with distinction. Thank you. Certificate Software Systems Developer Web Programmer, Program Head Ord Morgan. This is Wan Shu Cheng with distinction. Thank you. Hello. Joselito Pobleta with distinction. Carlos Rado? Right on. Carlos Rado with distinction. Thank you, sir. Good morning. Good morning. Asfand Yar Tareen. Good morning. Bachelor of Technology, Forensic Investigation, Computer Crime option, Program Coordinator Raymond Yu. This is Andrew Avino. Good morning. You're going to have to Konstantin Boyarinov. Konstantin Boyarinov with distinction. Mina Fard. Good morning. Irfan? Raji? Can I just go for the two? Perfect. Bachelor of Technology, Forensic Investigation, Forensic Science option, Program Coordinator David McKay. Irfan Harji with distinction. Thank you. Good morning. Hi, Duggan. Excellent. Advanced Certificate, Forensic Investigation, Crime and Intelligence Analysis option, Program Coordinator Patrick Neal. This is Kai Alexander Duggan with distinction. There you go, sir. You may have to help me. School of Health Sciences, Charmin Vigorelli, Dean, Associate Dean, Bachelor of Nursing. School of Health Sciences Diagnostic and Advanced Practice, Craig Larson, Associate Dean. School of Health Sciences Laboratory Sciences and Allied Health, Lisa Chu, Associate Dean. School of Health Sciences Specialty Nursing, Cheryl Isaac, Associate Dean. And Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Program Heads, Devin Benoit, Karen Toes. Irene Joyce Amadasio with distinction. Manija Anware with distinction. Very nice. Hello, Ryla Archibald with distinction. Excellent. Michelle Elizabeth Barwig with distinction. Chloe Bernardino with distinction. Celine Bonifant with distinction. Hero Brock with distinction. Lovely. Victoria Chang with distinction. It's Angel Jody Chang. Angel Jody Chang with distinction. Michelle Chiang with distinction. Maria Dominique Chua with distinction. Sarah Elizabeth Clark. Sarah Elizabeth Clark with distinction. Good morning, Jenna Kramer. Jenna Kramer with distinction. Very nice. Caitlin Anna Cuthbert with distinction. Hello. How are we doing, Julia Dam with distinction. Nice. Hello. Valerie Rose Dela Cruz. Teresa Doan with distinction. Rozdowski. Lindsay Erin Drowdowski with distinction. Jennifer Ray Durana with distinction. Janelle Fortier with distinction.
Good morning. Megan Amy Foster.
Megan Amy Foster with distinction.
Very nice. Good morning. Oh, here it is. Grunman.
Monica Grunman with distinction.
Good morning. Brianna Gabriel Hardy.
Brianna Gabrielle Hardy with distinction. Lindsay Harmon with distinction. Monica Hornell with distinction. Very nice.
Good morning, Kathy Wang.
Kathy Wong with distinction.
Thank you. Good morning, Bennett Jinko.
Bennett Jinko with distinction.
Hi. Are we doing Monica Jaswal?
Monica Jaswal with distinction.
Good morning,
Hadia Khan with distinction.
Good morning. How are we doing, Nassim?
Nasim
Khorasani?
Khorasani with distinction.
Good morning. That would be
Taylor Marie Kafuk with distinction.
Good morning.
Nikki Lamb with distinction.
Good morning.
Kathy Grace Lee with distinction. Very nice. Jenny Lee with distinction. Michael Lee with distinction. Una Lee with distinction.
Good morning. I know, it was all for you. Leon?
Dominic Liang, he's taken some of that applause with distinction.
Good morning.
Peggy Lim with distinction. For you.
Good morning. How are we doing? Carol Lorenz, of course.
I thought she looked familiar. Cara Lorenz with distinction.
Christina McDonald.
Christina McDonald. Excellent.
Hello. Thank you so much.
Ramandeep Kaur Manan with distinction. There you are. Linda Meng with distinction.
Very nice. Good morning.
Linda Diana Mira.
Good morning. Thank you so much. Rachel Miller.
Rachel Miller. Good work.
Hello. How are you doing here? Allison Mitchell.
Allison Mitchell with distinction.
Good morning. How are we doing? Vanessa Mo. I always forget his name. Nguyen.
I need a little tutoring there. Vanessa Mo Nguyen.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Sanaz
Sanaz Moyuri.
Moyuri.
Thank you. Good morning. Allison Monroe.
Allison Maria Colleen Monroe with distinction.
Good morning.
Ashley Lynn Naktaboran with distinction. Aaron Newen with distinction. Jane Newen with distinction. Jennifer Newen with distinction. Thank you. Lily Newen with distinction. Christina Pham with distinction. Deanna Pitrianu with distinction. Thank you. Angela Koo with distinction. Kristen Lowe with distinction. Congratulations. Terrell Purasuk with distinction. Tudor Popa with distinction. Good morning. Excellent. So Nicole Quindepand with distinction. Good morning. How are we doing? So Manraj Randawa with distinction. Thank you. Jennifer Roll with distinction. Hello. How are you, Shariza Ronquillo? Good morning. How are you? Jamie Roop with distinction. Ashley Saul with distinction. Good morning, Jasmine Sandhu with distinction. Good morning. How are we doing here, Sabah? Oh, sorry, Sarah Siamaki with distinction. How are you? Let's take a peek. Renee Singh with distinction. Very nice. Hello, good morning, Alana Slight with distinction. Good morning, Kimberly Michael Symes. Excellent. Michelle Symes with distinction. Good morning, Jeffrey Tam. Congratulations. Jessica Sao with distinction. How are we doing, Kathleen Uy? Kathleen Uy with distinction. Kaylee Vass with distinction. Very nice. Frances Angela Villanueva with distinction. Leah Wiggins with distinction. Courtney Lynn Woykin with distinction. Excellent. Julie Yang with distinction. Thank you. Hello. Valerie Young. Valerie Young with distinction. Tracy Yoon with distinction. Linda Zhang with distinction.
A new card, Yaroslava Belova.
Bachelor of Science in Nursing Specialty Nursing, Emergency Nursing Specialty, Program Head Pauline O'Reilly. Yaroslava Belova with distinction.
That's for you. Hello. Lynette Hansen, perfect.
Neonatal Nursing Specialty, Lynette Hansen with distinction. Very nice.
Hello. All these perioperative nursing specialty. Andre?
Perioperative Nursing Specialty, Jennifer Andre.
Thank you very much, Shauna Bradford.
Excellent. Pediatric Nursing Specialty, Shauna Bradford with distinction. Excellent. Advanced Certificate, Occupational Health Nursing Specialty, Program Head Jan Morrison. Nicola Javier with distinction.
Hello. How are you, sir? Patrick Javier.
Patrick Javier with distinction. Thank you.
Hello. How are you?
Excellent. Diploma Food Technology, Program Head Aaron Friesen, Leanne Chan.
Thank you. Hello, sir. How are you, Terry Chan?
Terry Chan with distinction.
Hi. And Fang. Can I go Fang Chi?
Fang Chi. Thank you so much.
Good morning. Jeremy Chu.
Jeremy Chu with distinction.
Good morning. Let's see how. Miguel Hakim.
Miguel Hakim.
Good morning.
Anand
Nashra.
Hashra Nashra Haq.
Good morning. How are you doing? Yuna Kim.
Yuna Kim. Hai Lee with distinction.
Jonathan John Ling.
Donovan Ling.
Hello. Wen Shi Lu.
Wen Shi Lu.
Graham Medway.
Graham Medway with distinction.
Good morning. Maria Pagalialawan.
Maria Pagalilawan.
Good morning. Wan Lu Shi.
Wan Lu Shi with distinction.
Good morning, Geraldine Galantala. Okay, Daryl
Daryl
Tala.
Tala. Thank you.
Good morning, Calvin Tan.
Calvin Tan with distinction.
Good morning. How are we doing? Say again. Feng Wu.
Feng Wu Tan.
Good morning. Ming Wei. Amy.
Amy Yang.
Very nice. Hello. Anna Zhu.
Anna Zhu with distinction.
Good morning.
Ah, thank you so much. Diploma Honors in Biotechnology Program Head Carol Friedrich Fong. This is Ha Zong Yi with distinction. Thank you.
Good morning. God, how do I say it? Siju? Louis? So Lou Siju? Yeah.
Lu Sija. Thank you.
Good morning. Regina Olive?
Onol. Regina Onol.
Good morning. Lara Anderson.
Excellent. Diploma Medical Laboratory Science Program Head Andre Caron. This is Lara Anderson with distinction.
Good morning. How are we doing? Miriam Baghala. Baghala?
Excellent. Miriam Bakhala. Thank you.
Good morning. Mark Alfred Carbunco.
Excellent. Mark Carbunco with distinction.
There you are. Hello.
Now, how are we looking? Anthony Burton Chan. Anthony Burton Chan with distinction. There you are.
Good morning. Alex Charlton Crawl.
Alex Charlton Crawl.
Good morning. Good morning.
Mandy
Mandy Choi.
Choi with distinction.
Oh, thank you so much. Justine Erin Christie.
Justine Erin Christie. Thank you.
Hello.
Audrey Quartre with distinction.
Hello. So Joseph Gaviola.
Joseph Gaviola. Excellent.
Good morning, sir.
Daniel
Daniel Hack.
Han with distinction.
Hello. Elise
Elise
Hummelman.
Hummelman with distinction. Jenny Jeong with distinction.
Hello.
Parminder
Parminder Kaur.
Kaur. Philip Law with distinction.
Good morning.
Jung Mi Lee with distinction. Thank you.
Hello.
Sherry
Sherry.
Lee with distinction. Sarah Mackenzie with distinction. Micah Marie Mendoza with distinction. Mi Jung Oh with distinction. Kaylee Patterson. Olga Petrova with distinction. Thank you. Archana Rayo. Beautiful. Deanna Saran with distinction. Thank you.
Good morning.
Natasha Sharma with distinction.
Good morning.
Diana
Diana Shen.
Shen.
Good morning. Alana
Alana Schenkenfelder with distinction. Alicia Amelia Singh with distinction. Eddie Tang with distinction. Linda Trin with distinction. Mitchell Vetter with distinction. John Mark Villafria. Shelby Marie Wolkowski. Thank you. Adrian Wong. Thank you. Sarah Wong with distinction. Very nice. Alexandra Rock. Good morning. Clarissa Young. Clarissa Young with distinction. Very nice. Good morning. Peter Shaping Yu. Thank you. Jennifer Laura Zeitner with distinction. Excellent. Diploma Occupational Health and Safety Program Head Robert Miller. This is Catherine Elizabeth Bennett with distinction. Dennis Chang. Dennis Chang with distinction. Stevie Dessay with distinction. Hello. So, Cabral, Alberto, DH. I'll take a big breath. Giacomelro Alberto DH Cabral with distinction. Jonathan Peter Gregory with distinction. Alex Kornishuk with distinction. Gilbert Yu-Hin Lee with distinction. Do you want why? Elaine Leon. Excellent. Vanna Limberopoulos with distinction. Benjamin Russell Pringle with distinction. Jordan Gregory Scoyen. There he is. Marion So with distinction. Muhammad Suhail. Excellent. Certificate Occupational Health and Safety Program Head David Wood, Melissa Beverly Lacroix. with distinction.
Hello. How are we doing, Mabel Trin?
Mabel Trin with distinction.
Hello. Excellent. Avninder Graywall.
Excellent. Diploma Biomedical Engineering Program Head Anthony Chan, Avninder Graywall. Thank you. Oh, look who we've got. A very young graduate. Marcus Jewel Kim, and who's this? Okay. Marcus Jewel Kim and Lucas. Carlo Kordich. For you, congratulations. The baby always has that moment. Good morning, Emily Lankhorst. Emily Lankhorst with distinction. Excellent. Good morning. And Martin Paul Murphy. Martin Paul Murphy. Sean Paul Olthoff with distinction. May Ortega. Thank you. Jarrett Rayett. Chris Robbins. There you are, sir. Dax Rin with distinction. Hello, Matthew Sean Skelton. Perfect. Matthew Sean Skelton with distinction. Ian Torrance with distinction. Good morning. Frederick Vu with distinction. There you are, sir. Good morning. Jocelyn Yu. Thank you. Diploma Cardiology Technology Program Head Cindy Mazzaroli, Alana Enquist with distinction. Thank you. Good morning. Kamaljeet Hare. Excellent. Kamaljeet Hare with distinction. There you are. Tammy Liao with distinction. Good morning, Diana Linick with distinction. Excellent. Are you our special gal? Yeah. Look who's here, our last student. This is so exciting. So exciting. This is Alex Watt. Congratulations. Excellent. You may be seated. Thank you all. Meeting you all personally was really exciting for me. Now we're going to ask, as the platform takes their seats, I'd like to ask Jennifer Figner, the Chair of Education Council, to please come forward.
I'll just step around them. Throughout the year, it's the role of Education Council to advise BCIT's Board of Governors on a variety of educational policies, priorities, and programs. We review new programs and major changes to our existing programs, as well as set criteria for the awards that some of you are receiving, academic standing, and the exams that you all enjoy writing. Through this, we're involved in many aspects of the programs that you've completed in order to earn your certificates, diplomas, and degrees here today. This morning, as Chair of Education Council, I get to do the fun part. So graduates, can I ask you to please stand? And flip the tassel on your cap to the left-hand side. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of 2017.
Goodness. Now we're going to ask you to be seated. I know it's very exciting. We've got a little more action, something special that's about to happen right here. I am going to now call upon Kara Lorenz back to the stage to deliver the Valedictory Address.
Dear honored guests, faculty, staff, platform party, families, friends, and my fellow graduates, I'm truly honored to represent such an accomplished group of individuals. While we may be graduating from different programs and receiving different credentials, we are now united in our Bcit alumni status, and that is no easy feat. I'm sure we are all familiar with the comments we get as Bcit students, such as, "How do you have time for a social life?" Truthfully, the comment is justified because Bcit is intense. However, this ensures that we are well equipped for life beyond Bcit. Whether you are becoming a nurse, a software developer, or anything in between, you are ready. Your obscenely hard courses and instructors made sure of it. I wish you success and happiness now that you have extra letters to add after your name. Personally, I am thrilled to obtain my BSN, or Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Specifically, I chose neonatal nursing to do my part to help make the world a better place by giving the hospital's tiniest patients their best shot at a healthy life. Valedictorian is a Latin word for a formal farewell. As such, I would like to help all of you say goodbye to this chapter of your lives. I'm certain there are different levels of enthusiasm for your goodbyes, from a tearful one to an exasperated thought of finally. My own farewell has mixed emotions. While I'm excited for what lies ahead, I'm also sad to be leaving Bcit, besides the notorious exam weeks. Saying goodbye provides an opportunity to reflect on our accomplishments. Comparing yourself to the start of your program until now, I'm sure your growth has been immense. I still remember my first day of clinical, where our only task was to assess our patient's heart rate. Long story short, I needed to get my instructor because I couldn't find my patient's pulse. She was alive. I believe that we would not have crossed the stage today without the support of many different people. Personally, I want to thank my loving family, my fiance, my best friend, and my inspirational instructors. I know that I'm not easy to deal with, such as when I complain about getting a grade lower than an A+. So this accomplishment is just as much yours as it is mine. Thank you for putting up with me for the last 3 years. Tom Brokaw once said, "You are educated. Your certification is in your degree. You may think of it as a ticket to the good life. Let me ask you to think of it as an alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world." On that note, I want to wish my most heartfelt congratulations to the Bcit graduating class of 2017. I cannot wait to see how you all make the world a better place. Thank you.
Thank you, Cara, for inspiring us and for representing BCIT so eloquently. It'll be interesting to see everybody's thinking about the emotions that they're having. I was looking at faces. Your nominators describe you as an exemplary student and a dedicated nurse, and I'd like to take a couple of minutes to share with the audience why. Cara, in addition to maintaining a top-of-the-class academic record, you've demonstrated dedication to your own learning and to supporting those around you. Your assignments are consistently thorough and insightful. Your ability to think critically, alter priorities, and maintain a calm demeanor, but the calm exterior demeanor probably, is commendable. You've contributed to the nursing program at BCIT as a peer support volunteer, SET rep, student rep at the College of Registered Nurses of British Columbia, and as a student member on the Bachelor of Science in Nursing leadership team. I think a number of significant roles, don't you? Cara, I also have to congratulate you for your current nursing position in the neonatal intensive care unit at RCA at Royal Columbian Hospital, which, as you mentioned, provides the care for the most vulnerable of preterm infants. Not only did you secure this job in the specialized unit, but you got the offer prior to graduation, a trait of BCIT graduates. Cara, that's a huge tribute, though, to your abilities. Now, I understand your fiance is just by coincidence also graduating today. Alex Bay, can you stand up so we can put you two together? Alex, you have to stand up. So thank you, Alex. And so we've outed you. So, but you're graduating with a diploma in computer systems technology. But you two didn't actually meet at BCIT. Your relationship actually goes way back to elementary school. With 2 new diplomas under your belts and jobs secured, you're both off to a great start in life. So just before I let you go, I want to share some of the comments the faculty have made about you, Cara. You've consistently demonstrated a high standard of professionalism, strong work ethic, and genuine compassion. And she has served as a role model not only for her peers, but indeed the nurses who work alongside her. And finally, Cara, you embody the values and principles of the nursing profession, and you're a valuable asset to BCIT, and we're so proud to have you as an alum. Please accept this gift as a token of our appreciation. Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you, Cara and Kathy. Congratulations again. You can all take a big breath. Now it's time to celebrate with our graduates. Our processions will now leave the auditorium. First, the platform party, followed by the faculty, and then our graduates. Now, before they go, a couple of reminders. Mountain West Studios will be available for studio portraits of graduates located upstairs in room 3040. Leader Frames is available just outside in the hall if you'd like to have your credential professionally framed. I also want to remind you that a video of the ceremony will be available online in a day or two. Just go to bcit.ca/convocation and you'll be directed from there. Everyone's invited to join us for refreshments following the ceremony. The reception will be held in the gymnasium across from the auditorium. Graduates, please return to the gowning area to remove your gowns before you go over to the reception hall. And try not to hang near the doors on the way out, all those hugs and kisses and flowers. All of a sudden we find we can't get out into the hall to start our fun. Thank you to all of the volunteers and staff for their efforts today. And lastly, a note to those who just crossed the stage. You have completed a chapter of your journey. Congratulations. We hope the BCIT continues to be a part of your future as we grow and you grow and develop in your chosen field. I wish you the very best. Thank you very much for joining us today. The processions will now leave the auditorium. I ask everyone now to stand and remain standing until our graduates have departed. Thank you and congratulations, the class of 2017.